This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now, and instead of calling it work, realize it is play. Reading quotes and life lessons is like conversing with the finest minds of past centuries. And what could be better than a conversation with one of the most brilliant and wise men in modern history? Alan Watts turned knowledge into an advantage with these quotes, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Waking up to who you are requires letting go of who you imagine yourself to be. No amount of anxiety makes any difference to anything that is going to happen. Stop measuring days by degree of productivity and start experiencing them by degree of presence. You are the universe experiencing itself.
When we look for things, there is nothing but mind. And when we look for mind, there is nothing but things.
By going out of your mind, you come to your senses. People sometimes fail to live because they are always preparing to live. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Of course, you can't force your mind to be silent. That would be like trying to smooth ripples in water with a flat iron. Water becomes clear and calm only when left alone. The mundane and the sacred are one and the same. All that you see out in front of you is how you feel inside your head. Take a deep breath and tell us your deepest, darkest secret, so we can wipe our brow and know that we're not alone. Problems that remain persistently insoluble should always be suspected as questions asked in the wrong way. We see what we believe rather than what we see. When a man no longer confuses himself with the definition of himself that others have given him, he is at once universal and unique. To go out of your mind at least once a day is tremendously important. By going out of your mind, you come to your senses. The destination of life is this eternal moment. There is a deep, peaceful calm in the dawning of a new day. You yourself are the eternal energy which appears. As this universe, you didn't come into this world, you came out of it, like a wave from the ocean. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. Everything in the world is gloriously meaningless. Insecurity is the result of trying to be secure. If we are unduly absorbed in improving our lives, we may forget altogether to live them. To have faith is to trust yourself to the water. When you swim, you don't grab hold of the water, because if you do, you will sink and drown. Instead, you relax and float. You must not be afraid of playing wrong notes. Just forget it. Play it wrong, but play. Try to imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Now try to imagine what it was like to wake up having never gone to sleep. What keeps us from happiness is our inability to fully inhabit the present. Stay in the center, and you will be ready to move in any direction. A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts, so he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusion. Enlightenment or awakening is not the creation of a new state of affairs, but the recognition of what already is. Do you see yourself as a victim of the world, or do you see yourself as the world? The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. The sound of the rain needs no translation. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. The you who you think you are does not exist. Don't hurry anything. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about what progress you're making. Just be entirely content to be aware of what is. For daily inspiration and motivation, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel for more videos.